Hello everybody and welcome back to Belle's channel. And today we'll be doing the quest A New South with, with Arthur Morgan in Belle's Red Dead Redemption 2 walkthrough. And I literally didn't even talk to Dutch Vanderlyn. I literally just walked near him, not even like near, like literally where that rock is. And he literally started running towards me, and it just said A New South. So that's the quest we're doing, and he just said, "Hi, old friend." So I guess we're gonna have to talk to him.
It's funny, us ending up down here. My daddy died in the field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that? Many times. I see I'm boring you, Arthur. Worrying me. We lost men back there. We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties. We're thieves in a world that don't want us no more. We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day. It's nice out. Old Hosea says that there's a creek around here. I reckon it's full of fish.
Full of fish? There's a freaking lake right there. Let's get his opera music playing. I'm just trying to look where everything is.
Old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in? Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over Dutch.
Always green crushing and bubble bursting, dude. Come on, Hosea. Let's go fishing.
Give it a quick brush.
Arthur, what are you doing?
So we're going fishing with Hosea and Dutch.
Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them.
So I said.
I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur. More Charles than me. It's like I can breathe again. Thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Ah, feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived. How well we have fought. Especially both of you. I hope so. But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. Where we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you. Of course. Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
We can't use weapons or cause trouble in Rhodes.
Imagine what a slew
Jesus.
of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day. Looks like law up ahead. Play it cool.
hold. Hello, gentlemen.
Well, look what the cat drug in.
I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out. How are you, boys?
Fine.
Oh, it's
This is quite
Twilani.
some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Let's go after that train. Keep your guns holstered. We need them Anderson boys alive. Come on, hurry.
All right.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best. Damn it! Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No, did I not say that?
You said plenty.
You... Oh, goddamn joke! Ah! What the hell are you doing? Ooh, that must have hurt. Leave him. Stay with that train. What is that all about? The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. Will you stop that? See if you can get alongside the train.
Yep.
See the flat carriage? Head for that. Get us as close as you can. Hey, cut that out. You think you can jump on that?
Cut what out?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
You are something else.
Hey, stop it.
You cop bastard! I didn't do nothing! Damn you!
Come on, break free, Arthur! Come on! Brilliant. Go get them mother sons.
Go, get after them.
Stop!
Nah, too slow.
Come on, sit back.
Stay on them.
Bastard!
Damn bastard.
Get the hell away from me.
Gonna be dead soon, partner. Let me go.
You hold it right there! I'm coming for you next!
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here. We need to bother. Let me go. I can't do that. Let's finish this.
Come on. Just don't kill him.
Are you sure?
Sadly, so. I
I
don't
want
think I can
punch.
open the door from the outside, unfortunately. Need some gin? Come on. I'm right out here if you need me.
Oh, it's circle. Circle, not
Just an
punch.
end of my plan. Do not kill him.
Do it. Still think you're tough?
Hello? Is everything all right in there?
Well, I don't think think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
Pick up my hat first.
Bring him out here.
So we're joining the lot. We're not joining
Sounded
the
like
lot.
quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on.
So I think we're getting good in
Fine
with the
job,
law.
well done.
And we got new
A pat on the
names.
back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray. There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
Judge says again to not use weapons or cause trouble in roads. Obviously, if you look at the map, we're down here. We're literally there, and Rhodes is right there, so it's even closer than Valentine was. So that's probably why there's a big ring around it, in which we can't. Oh, there's a fence down here. We can't use any bad stuff. There's post office, saloon, gunsmith, general store, butcher, newspaper. I don't see any. What's the word? Don't see any. Oh my god, I think doctor's office or anything like that. But there are quite a few buildings. So I wonder whether. But I say we can't cause trouble, so we can't rob it.
Easy.
Nasty little town.
Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes.
I always like these type of houses.
Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course. Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Well, that was something else.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me? Carry him over, then.
Hey, fellas.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here,
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, falling out, rebel gold, marrying cousins, or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents of some sort.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Well, we'll go fishing.
Sure, why not?
Oh, that one made our runner go right up.
Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kinda like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
Yep. Move out of the darn way!
Bank of Rhodes.
Come on, pal. Get a move on, will ya? There, boy.
Oh, come on.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different part. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
What a terrible thought.
That's still making me laugh. I like it when he's. I like that Dutch's voice. Oh my god, how far is this?
This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Yeah, there's the lake.
Whoa! I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
Passing you.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, those the boats you mean?
Yes. Good. Yeah.
Oh, so can you go on a
I'm
boat?
sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on. All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
Oh. I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon. Oh.
Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
But what about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do too. Keep going.
This is so cool. Come on, row, Arthur, row. Row. Row.
I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
Hold on.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with a good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten.
You got something biting, Arthur.
Now reel him in, Arthur. Something's nibbling. Got one. Shit. Got away.
How big that booger is. Whoa, whoa.
Okay, that was a bite. There he is.
Hey, look at this beauty.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis.
Legendary.
50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that. Hey, Hosea. You remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah. You do. He was maybe 20. 21. Walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast. Toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
Fish on the line, Arthur. There we go. I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, Wesley, that was nice of you. And he replies, well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
There he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I like it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkerton.
Hold on, I'm just gonna check something. Oh, wait, I was just checking whether there was like a legendary.
We've had patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes. Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh. Not bad, Arthur.
Ha! Got ya!
He got a tiddler.
Arthur's got a bite.
You hooked him?
I have to use like 2 hands for this. I have to take my other hand off and start spinning it really fast, otherwise it takes forever. That's why I do it so really fast.
Good job,
I'm
Arthur.
scrubbing. That works on off.
Make sure you don't forget about that and let it rot in the bag.
How long we got to do this for? Like I'm being serious.
Are you trying to make your lure look like a dead fish? They won't be interested if it ain't moving.
I wonder how much longer we have to do this. Seriously, because like, I suppose then it's like, I guess that's why we got such a big reward. We have the honor thing.
You got a bite there, Arthur. That's on the hook, Arthur.
So you got to pull down with the left and then twist to turn the right round. Rotate it. Make sure you pull it up there. As soon as it starts thinking, let it go loose. Give it a little side to side weight. Pull down the left and rotate the right.
You're getting the hang of this.
Last one was a 4.5 ounce. It's no.
Yeah, that's a keeper.
Alright, we'll see if putting away my thing works.
Got a nibble there, Arthur?
Just gotta reel him in now, Arthur.
There's a big one. Is it? Oh, there's a big one next
Well
to
done.
it. That's a small one. 4.3. Oh,
Oh, Arthur's pleased with that one.
you can actually kind of see him.
Hey, I reckon we call it a day,
Ah.
fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun. Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and knocked off some. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. Taters got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Look it up. Three Mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we three poor mariners, newly come from the sea. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this round, 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 round. We care not for martial men that do our state's disdain, but we care for the merchantmen that do our states maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up.
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back at camp think that we had too much fun.
Indeed not.
All right. I think we are gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
So that was the quest, The New South. Pretty good one, if you ask me.
You think you can make this place work?
Of course. Don't I always?
Sure. All right, well, I should be getting on.
Sure.
You're not saying, miss. You're shouting.
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
What do you want?
Just a few bucks. I'm short.
Get lost.
Well, I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that.
North Elizabeth. Was fixated on this pocket watch Dutch had. Big fancy thing it was. It was a greedy bugger. And hungry too. Hadn't eaten in 3 days. So I thought to myself, I'll rob this pair of bastards. So I followed them out of the bar. It was a dark night. I followed them down this alleyway. As I pulled out me gun to threaten him with imminent death, he just stood there laughing at me. I felt like a 6-year-old. Go ahead, they says. Shoot us. So I did. Bang, bang, bang! Nothing. The bastards had spotted me at the bar and taken the bullets out of me gun. So I stood there laughing and crying. And rather than kill me, they took me and got me some food. And that, of course, was that.
Did he say he was Dutch? That's cute. That's real cute.
Arthur?
Hello, Abigail. Everything all right?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
Just making sure.
Sure.
Right, it's about dinner time.
You okay, Lenny?
Yeah. Lemoyne
How are
wouldn't
you
be my
doing,
first
Molly?
choice, but
Fine.
this is a good spot.
Fed up of moving all the time.
Yep. Just the way it is.
So this is Lemoyne.
So, what do you think of the place?
Seems fine. For now.
Yep. Should buy us a bit of time, I hope.
Molly is a pretty girl.
Ugh. Say whatever you're doing will please me, I tell you. If I don't get out of here soon, I'm gonna kill somebody.
And if you don't stop hissing at me, I'm gonna kill you.
You come near me, sailor, and I'll slice you up.
You put that knife down or you're gonna be missing a hand. Lee.
What is wrong with you two?
I ain't chopping vegetables for a living.
Okay, we're gonna start right here. Because this is for the next part. I was just gonna explore the camp a little bit. Get some stew, go to bed. But they've like jumped me into their argument. So we're gonna continue on the next part. So yes, please join us for then. If you did like this video, please give it a like. You can comment with your opinion if you would like as well. And as always, subscribing is appreciated. See you in the next part. Goodbye.